What it do? Welcome to the J-Boy Sports Podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. If you don't love the content, you can still do those things because you could always help a brother out, and you know a brother would always help you out. Make sure that you hang on towards the end of this video for some suggested videos and playlists that we know you will love. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our glorious content. And make sure, lastly, that you comment because I will reply. Ball is life. You know how we get down there. The NFL 2025 Fox Sports Power Rankings are in, and guess who's at the top? My Philadelphia Eagles. So, I always got to start there. Shout out to the Birds. You know what we do. That's my favorite team. My favorite quarterback is Jalen Hurts. Obviously, my favorite running back is Saquon Barkley. I mean, who is better? Has there been anybody better? I'm just kidding. Calm down. All right, there have been better. But, who knows? We'll see what type of run Saquon goes on here, and then maybe we can actually put him in that conversation. He's not in it right now, though. I'm just getting a little bit hyped. My defense, we'll see what happens with them. We're losing C.J. Gardner-Johnson. We lost Darius Slay. Hopefully they can still hold down that backside with whoever we put back there. Ringo and, whoever else we got on the free safety side. So we'll see. We will see. So we start, obviously, like I said, with the hype I just gave, we start off with Philly. Number 2, we have Baltimore. I'm okay with this. Baltimore is stacked, man. I mean, they had a really good defense 2 years ago. Last year, their defense came on at the end. They have some pieces on defense. They got some killers on defense. And then, obviously, they have the great Lamar Jackson, who just arguably may be the best overall football player in football. Can't take that from him. The way he could run, the way he could throw, had a great season last year. Not a lot that you can say. The only problem is, once he gets to the big games, always folds against the Chiefs. Will this be the year that he can get past Patty Mahomes? We'll see. Speaking of Patty Mahomes, number 3, you got the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs return with Patrick Mahomes. They have a few more pieces on offense. The defense was stout, even though they struggled against the Eagles, but their offense struggled too. But all they got to do first and foremost is get out of their division, and I think they could do that. They're playing against some teams that are decent at best, but we'll see if the Broncos give them a threat in their immediate division. Because the Broncos, Bo Nix did come on last year, and I hate Sean Payton. He's not my guy at all. Don't like what he did to Russ Wilson, but we'll see. Green Bay, they got them as 4. They just had the Micah Parsons trade. They still have Jordan Love throwing the football. They got some pieces over there. Matt LaFleur is the coach. He's been getting better. We'll see what they can do. The Green Bay Packers are also in the NFC. I'm not really that worried about them as a Philadelphia Eagles fan. They gave away the guys that they're going to be using up front to stop the run now are not what the Kenny Clark guy was, at least yet. So I feel confident going against them. The Bills are just going to be doing the same thing they did last year. Josh Allen's one of the best players in the world. Obviously, he's going to help them be a threat. They got some other pieces around him. And the coach is excellent, but it's just 1 or 2 plays every year that keeps them going all the way. So we'll see what happens. The Steelers now have 2 key additions, Aaron Rodgers, and then they also have, what's his name? Oh, why am I forgetting my man's name? What is his name? The wide receiver. I'm missing him right now. Who was the wide receiver on the Steelers? Because they gave up DK Metcalf. I wanted to say
to Yahoo Sports. With DK Metcalf.
I knew it was I was thinking Megatron, but obviously it's not Megatron. But I was like, I knew it started with an M. So it's DK Metcalf. So Metcalf is now their top wide receiver. They got Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was not early to camp, so we'll see how this works out. I'm surprised they got him at 6, though. So we'll see how that works out. Number 7, you got the Bengals. Listen, man, I know Joe Burrows is a good player, a very good player. I know he had a really good season throwing the football, but how did they get to 7? They didn't even make the playoffs last year. So I ask you, if you're a Bengals fan and you're listening to this, what changed? You tell me. What changed that got them there? Number 8, the Washington Commanders, a thorn in my side. I'm actually very upset with this team because I actually do think they're going to be pretty good. They got Deebo Samuels. They paired him with, who's the wide receiver they just paid? Let me see. Who is the wide receiver the Commanders just paid? McLaren, I think it is. Is it McLaren? Let's see. Yes, it was McLaren. They just paid Terry McLaren. Jaden Daniels is an absolute monster. We'll see if he has a sophomore slump. But, something tells me this guy, he studies, he's good kid. He's not in the streets. He's not at the clubs, it seems like. Seems like he's just all about the football, and that's not good if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan. We got Jalen Hurts, and he seems to be on the straight and narrow. Man that has some morality, some standards, great leadership, knows how to speak well, chooses his words carefully, very detailed, very intense. People say he barely even smiles when he's in these meetings. But Jaden Daniels is similar, man, and that's a problem because that means he could be really good and a real threat to the Philadelphia Eagles. So I respect that kid, but I'm a little weary of him. Who is that? The Lions we got at 9 makes sense to me. Jared Goff is back. They had a lot of pieces, especially on defense, that got hurt last year, and that kind of led to them falling down a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. But at 9, I probably would have put them higher. I think the Lions are a better football team than everybody. They should at least be top 4 to me. Move everybody down from that spot and put them at 4, I would think. But we'll see. 10, the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers have talent, right? Their defense with Todd Bowles is always going to be top notch. We've seen a lot of growth from Baker Mayfield. He's been very good. Lost one of his receivers in Godwin last year, I think it was, but still has who are the wide receiver? Who's the other guy? He's just been consistent and steady. Who are the 2 top receivers on the Buccaneers? Let's see. Mike Evans, that's who it is. So Evans is returning, and then Mike Godwin should be back as well. He lost Chris Godwin, He lost Chris Godwin, but I think he's back as well. So their offense is going to be potent, and like I said, Todd Bowles is going to have that defense working. Sky is really the limit for them. They could take it up a notch, and we struggle with them. The Eagles, I'm not going to lie. Historically, we've always struggled with Tampa Bay, though. I don't know if it's the Heat or what, but they usually got us. But not this year. Forget that. The Chargers, Justin Herbert. Everybody loves Justin Herbert, but for me, I don't see it. Are we just talking about the aesthetics of it? Or are we talking about actually winning games? They got Harbaugh, one of the Harbaugh brothers, but are they going to do something different? They like to grind it out. They're a run team like us, just not as talented. Because they don't have Jalen Hurts, and they don't have Saquon Barkley, and they don't have A.J. Brown, they don't have Devontae Smith or Dallas Clark, or our line, but, whatever. We'll see. Texans, Stroud took a step back last year. I still think he's a good young player. We'll see if he takes a step forward. That's all I'm going to say about them. The Cardinals, 13th, is disgusting. Why would you put the Cardinals at 13th? Even though their quarterback is, why am I forgetting his name? Quarterback... let me Google it. What's the quarterback of the Cardinals? Kyler Murray. So Kyler Murray is like a video game, but this isn't Madden. So is he going to come out and be consistent? They're going to play consistent football, or is he going to try to Madden it up? So I don't know how the Cardinals got to 13th. I wouldn't put them 13th. I do think the Broncos are trending upwards. I think that they'll be a better team than a few teams on this list. I'd be more scared of them than I am of some of these other teams. I think Bo Nix has actually been very good. He is a veteran type player, even though he wasn't technically a veteran, but he's an older player coming into the NFL as a new player. He showed a lot of promise last year. It looks like Sean Payton is on the same page with him. So I look for that to be interesting. The Rams, I think, should be higher. The Rams are the only team that gave the Eagles problems last year. But somehow they got them 15th. I'm not really sure about that. I don't know why they are. I think their defense is nice. They got a nice receiving squad. And Stafford is just a monster, man. I think, again, I'll say this and I'll praise him to the high heavens. He's one of the only quarterbacks I see nowadays that will throw the ball before you're open. And that's a skill. That's a very, complete skill. The Vikings, I don't know why they're this high. Don't believe in them. Not really a fan. Not sure what they're going to do. I think the Vikings that's a toss-up. We'll see. They had Sam Darnold, got rid of him. We'll see what the new guy does. They got Jefferson, who's like, one of the greatest receivers in the league, so we'll see. San Francisco, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to call it. Had a lot of injuries last year. They paid Purdy, I believe, so he's still going to be there doing his thing. Christian McCaffrey should be back. Fred Warner, those guys. We'll see what they do. They lost Deebo Samuel, so we'll see what they do. We'll see what happens. we'll see if they can reclaim some of that magic. The Bears, don't believe in them. Caleb, whatever. Well, I don't even care what his last name is. He paints his nails. So that's all you need to know about his dedication to football. And then some people may be like, why are you judging him? It's my life. It's my party. I can dance if I want to. All right? That's how I feel about it. And he was just mad cocky and just hasn't really, shown that he can do anything other than paint his nails in the NFL. So we'll see what he does. Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, not a fan. Don't believe in them. Feel like they should be lower. Not going to waste my time talking about them too much. The Seahawks, Seattle, could be all right. We'll see what Seattle does. I'm not, overly impressed by them. I do think they're going to struggle. They got rid of Metcalf. They got rid of Geno Smith. Who knows? Falcons, not expecting a lot out of them either. Their new quarterback, is it Nix Pixon? What's the quarterback? Let me look it up. Quarterback of the Falcons. Michael Penix. So, Michael Penix could be all right. I think their running back is good too. Who's the running back? Who's the running back on the Falcons? Bijan. Yeah, Bijan. Bijan's an animal. So Bijan Robinson is an animal. So we'll see what him and the new quarterback do if they can bring some magic over there. Kirk Cousins got paid good money to go over there, and he's on that bench. So that's interesting. So we'll see what the Falcons do. I think they're a wild card type team. I don't expect them to be very good, but they might surprise some people with that mix with Penix and Bijan. We'll see. Cowboys. Depends on what level of Dak we have. They got Pickens. They got CeeDee Lamb. They're gonna have some receivers. That much is true. Who's playing running back? I don't know. So the defense lost Micah Parsons, but they gained something as far as Kenny Clark, as far as stopping the run. So we'll see what they do. The Patriots, not sold. Don't really care. They have not been relevant. Even with Bill Belichick's, even losing Bill, even with Bill, they still weren't doing anything. And unless Tom Brady's walking back through that door, I don't know. I don't really care. Giants, they're going to be trash. Sorry. I like Russell Wilson. Jackson Dart might be all right. They got Jameis Winston over there. So if they're going to have competition at the quarterback position, definitely. But do I expect them to do anything special? Not really. They do have a good defensive front. So if they can bring any offense with Neighbors and whoever is starting at quarterback, looks like it'll be Wilson to start with, maybe they'll be relevant. I like Wilson. That's my guy. But, he's got to prove it on the field. The Raiders, not expecting too much, but they do have Tom Brady as one of the owners, one of the leaders there. They do have Geno, who has been very good the last couple of years. Very good. He's been good. Been very good. We'll see what happens. They still got Crosby on defensive end. They're gonna have to prove it. So we'll see what they can do. Dolphins, not expecting a lot. There's a lot of turmoil over there. Tyreek Hill is rubbing people the wrong way. Pause, no diddy. Tua, who knows how long he'll survive this year, respectfully. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. The Colts, not expecting a lot out of them. Danny Dimes is the quarterback. Danny Dimes did not do anything with the Giants, so I wouldn't expect him to do much more with the Colts. We'll see. Panthers, Bryce Young was starting to come on last year. So we'll see what he does. Jets, just turn your TV off. As soon as it goes, just turn it off. Turn the TV off. Don't watch them. Cam Ward, I don't expect a lot of the Titans this year, but I do expect Cam Ward to have a good season. I expect him to learn. Again, similar to like Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes, I like him as a person so far. Like I like who they are as people, and I think that they have good people around them and they stay out of trouble and they really devote themselves to the game. And when that happens, only good things can happen from there. Cam Ward already seems like a very good leader. He's already telling people, if you're not coming to work hard, then I don't know what you're doing. When your young boy is talking like that and he's backing it up, being on time, being relevant, staying out of trouble, really wanting to be a leader, not somebody give it to him wanting it, could be tough. The Browns, who knows? The best thing going for them is Shador. They have Myles Garrett, who's an absolute animal, but will he waste away again? Seems like it at 31. That's where they're ranked. And then lastly, the Saints. The Aints. The Saints are... I'm not even going to waste my time on that either, so it is what it is with the Saints. So that's the 2025 NFL Power Rankings. That's just a quick run-through for me. I actually will be revisiting this multiple times throughout the course of the year, but we'll probably focus more on the tops of the divisions and also the tops in the league. Who cares about the people at the back end of it? Won't worry about them too much. That's like me doing a bunch of videos on the Charlotte. Are they the Bobcats or the Hornets Stout? No, I don't. Who cares? That's like me doing a bunch of videos on them. Who they're not doing nothing. They're not going nowhere. LaMelo Ball may be pretty good, but who cares? There's not going to be a lot of videos on them. So with that said, what do you think? Do you think these rankings are pretty accurate? I think they are. I don't really have too many issues with it overall, especially once you get past some of the bottom teams. Once you get past like San Francisco at 17, the rest of it is just kind of make a wish kid. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But what do you think? How do you think the rankings are so far? Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our fantastical content. Hang on towards the end for some suggested videos and playlists that we know you'll love. And please, please, please comment, because I guarantee you I will respond. Ball is life. Thank you very much for your time. Truly appreciate you. Very humble. Much love.
That somehow you never get over leaving